Stop. Listen. Do not run from this moment. Do not bargain with it. Let it reach you the way light reaches water. You were not abandoned. You were guarded. Delay was not punishment. Delay was protection. You have carried the ache like a stone in your pocket, rubbing it smooth with worry, calling it failure because doors did not open when you knocked. You watched others sprint and assumed speed meant favor, but speed without direction is just a louder kind of lost. Slowness with alignment is rescue in disguise. Picture a lighthouse. It does not chase the ship. It does not sprint the shoreline with a flare in its fist. It stands, it shines, it keeps a holy rhythm when thunder forgets its manners. It saves by staying. Let your soul learn that posture. Stillness with a pulse, presence with a beam, not a frantic dance to impress strangers on distant decks, a quiet yes that turns your whole vessel. You were told that more performance would purchase more blessing. I am telling you that posture carries what performance cannot. Stand how truth stands. Breathe how truth breathes. Return is not spectacle. Return is a stance. You called closed doors curses. You named slow corridors shame. But some doors closed to keep predators out. Some corridors slowed to keep your bones from breaking under weights you were not ready to lift. The invitations you begged for would have demanded you betray yourself to keep them. The compliments you craved would have charged interest in peace. I was shielding you from expensive bargains that looked like gifts. You do not belong to applause. You belong to me. You do not answer to hurry. You answer to truth. Return now. Not after you polish your image. Not after you curate a better version of yourself to present to my kindness. Return as you are. Return carrying the questions you could not bully into silence. Return with a yes that fits your mouth. Small yes. Honest yes. Yes, that feels like shoulders lowering and breath arriving. You fear you missed your moment. You did not. Your moment is not a single train that thundered through a single station. Your moment is this turning, this listening, this refusal to confuse speed with wisdom. A boat aimed at the reef can be fast and still be lost. A boat aimed at the channel can be slow and still be saved. Aim is everything. I'm helping you aim. You keep asking for a map printed by hands that never met your storms. I placed a compass beneath your ribs. It does not lecture. It leans. It tilts toward truth when you stop performing for rooms that trade applause for your peace. It speaks in a language the hurried cannot hear and the honest cannot ignore. Pay attention to the tilt. Notice how your chest tightens when you agree to be smaller than what I made. Notice how your jaw softens when you tell the unedited truth. Notice how your breath becomes a river instead of a lock when you stand where I send. Call that tilt what it is. Call it guidance. Call it mercy. Call it me. Pain has been your teacher. You wanted it to leave. It wanted you to listen. It taught you which tables require you to lie to be fed. It taught you which crowds cost you your center. It taught you that exhaustion is not a medal. It is a message. It taught you that the room that demands a show is often the room that starves your soul. Do not despise what pain taught. File it as wisdom. Let it change the way you plan. You do not need to be louder. You need to be truer. True people do not break themselves to fit small rooms. True people do not sell their peace for borrowed platforms. True people do not call exhaustion calling. When your breath becomes short and your thoughts start racing in circles, do not call it weakness, call it warning. Step back one pace, ask peace to speak before your calendar does. You asked for signs you could touch. Here they are, practical and repeatable. Peace that persists after your thinking tests it. Right doors that do not require self-betrayal to enter. Clarity that returns in the morning, sounding the same as at night. Not fireworks. A steady blink. Not a crowd shouting. A window opening. You have mistaken adrenaline for anointing. Adrenaline is volume without voice. It surges like a tide and leaves you emptier. My presence is quiet and weighty. It does not spike, it settles. It makes your bones feel rooted and your mind feel clear. It asks for surrender, not spectacle. When you feel that settling, even while questions remain, that is me. Walk toward that weight. You were not built to be a machine. You were built to be a home. Machines perform on command, then break without warning. Homes host presence. Homes change the weather inside. I am not asking for a sprint. I am asking for a table. Make me a seat where you plan your days and fold your laundry and answer messages you would rather avoid. Let ordinary places become altars. That is where alignment begins to outweigh adrenaline. Your name is not too late. Your name is kept. Kept from deals that fracture the soul. Kept from partnerships that praise the gift and starve the heart. Kept from stages where cleverness is currency and truth is expensive. Kept from corridors that look like shortcuts and end like traps. Kept for a better burden, not a heavier yoke. A truer one. Do not confuse access with authority. Access is a door charm can open. Authority is a door alignment opens when you arrive in truth. People can hand you microphones. Only posture can carry the words I trust you with. Stop hunting rooms. Grow roots. Room will come find fruit. You worry that stillness will make you invisible. Hear this instead. People forget what tries too hard to be unforgettable. People remember what helps them breathe. Be that. Be the presence that slows frantic hearts by refusing to hurry. Be the voice that makes complicated things simple without making sacred things cheap. Be the person who chooses clear over clever. Let your yes be yes. Let your no be clean. Let your pace be honest. It will confuse hurry and comfort the hungry. Shame will come to audit your hours. It will sit on your chest and claim you wasted daylight. Answer it with witness, not argument. Point to who you become when you stop performing for shadows. Point to the nights you sleep like a child because you told the truth. Point to the words that taste like water because you did not season them with fear. Shame cannot reason with a rested heart. You want me to explain every turn. I give you a lane. The lighthouse does not draw a map of the bay. It shows the safe line with its beam. Follow that line. When fog parks heavy and the horizon disappears, do not pray for noise. Pray for a stronger light in your attention. I will give it, not with frenzy, with focus. If you ask, what do I do today? Hear this. Begin smaller than your pride prefers. One honest conversation you have delayed. One boundary you keep without bitterness. One obligation from an old self gently returned to sender. One habit that invites presence instead of numbing you. Replace 10 loud gestures toward me with 1 quiet hour with me. Do it again tomorrow. Lighthouses are not built in a day. They are. Stacked stone on stone until the light sits high and steady. This is why I keep saying return. Return is repentance wearing ordinary clothes. It is not misery. It is a mid-course correction. It keeps you from running out of ocean. I am not measuring how far you drifted. I am delighting in how quickly you turn when you notice you drifted. Quick turning grows with practice. Practice now. Turning is not a speech. Turning is a step. Let the ache become a compass, not a courtroom. When you walk toward what wounds you, the ache throbs like an alarm. When you walk toward what heals you, the ache quiets like a child finally held. Learn the alphabet of ache. It will spell the word home. There is a difference between tests and traps. Tests reveal you. Traps unravel you. Tests stretch. Traps suffocate. When you cannot hear yourself think, that is not a test. When you hear me clearer after the hard thing that was, you tried to kick open what only honor can open. Honor looks like truth in rooms without cameras. Honor looks like leaving clean. Honor looks like refusing to exaggerate to arrive sooner. Honor looks like protecting dignity even when no one is grading your choices. You are not late to your door. Your door is timed to your maturity. A handle in the hand of a child can open a fire. A handle in the hand of the grown can open a home. Waiting was not wasted. Waiting was strength training you could not post about. Practical steps because you asked. Write 3 doors you keep kicking that leave you smaller. Set them down for a season. Write 3 rooms where your peace grows taller and your courage sits up straight. Visit them twice as often. Pay attention to who you are before and after each threshold. Ask your pain what it wants you to learn before you pass through. Ask your peace what it wants you to protect once you are inside. Refuse the myth that every open door is good news. Refuse the fear that every closed door is bad news. Let discernment grow eyes in your chest. Some doors are unadvertised and already unlocked from within. You find them by being honest, not by being loud. You step through them by carrying who you are, not who you pretended to be. There will be opportunities that look like rescue and smell like pressure. Let them pass. Pressure shouts, hurry. Peace says here. Pressure sells a countdown. Peace places a quiet hand at the small of your back and guides you to the right seat. Choose the hand. Release the countdown. You have idolized speed and underloved sequence. Sequence is the choreography of grace, 1 foot then the next in right order. Do the right thing too early, and you carry weights meant for a later you. Do the right thing in order, and doors open without bruises. You worry about missing out. You are not missing out on what is yours. You are missing what was never meant to fit your hands. You fear switching lanes too late. Grace redraws lanes. You fear being judged for leaving stages that never fit. Wisdom calls that freedom. If you need permission to leave what is quietly killing you, receive it. You may leave the performance that steals your breath. You may leave the bargain that requires your silence. You may leave the treadmill that pays in compliments and charges in peace. You may leave and still be loved. You may leave and finally be led. Your story will not be a highlight reel of stunts. It will be a harvest of stances. People will not remember what you proved. They will remember how you stayed. They will not quote your speed. They will quote your steadiness. They will say, they stood like a lighthouse even when the cliff shook. They will say, they chose presence over noise, and we found our way because of it. This is a better legacy than volume. This is a truer influence than trend. There is room here for the real you. Bring your ordinary voice. Bring your uneven courage. Bring the child inside who wants to be held more than hired. I hold you. I do not hire you to keep me impressed. I have been committed since before the calendar learned your name. I am not evaluating your value. I am inviting your return. Some of what closed felt cruel because you did not know what was behind the door. I knew. A stage that expected you to drink attention like water would have left you thirsty forever. A partnership that demanded you become loud to be loved would have turned you into an echo of someone else's hunger. A promise that advertised ease would have billed you in pieces. I shielded you, you called it delay. I call it rescue. Stand with me now. Face the water. Feel wood underfoot and wind that no one can see but everyone can feel. Ships will pass with music and banners and crowds that shout their names. Let them pass. You have a different assignment. You are not here to compete for volume. You are here to keep a promise. Stand, shine. Signal the safe line through the dark. When dawn comes, few will remember the music that boomed at midnight. Many will remember the quiet light that carried them home. This is your turning. This is your return. Not a stunt, not a slogan, a stance. I am here, I am not in a hurry. I am not grading, I am guiding. Stand, lighthouse soul, shine in rhythm. Keep the beam simple, let peace be the proof. Let right doors recognize your name without your voice straining. Let clarity arrive like a window opening on a room you already love. You are not late, you are kept, you are not punished, you are protected, you are not forgotten, you are focused. Home is not a distant continent reserved for the flawless. Home is Inside of you, aligned with me, steady as a light that would not hurry, faithful as love that never left. Be still. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Let your breath lengthen until the inside of you stops hurrying. Listen beneath the noise. You have begged for a map written by hands that never met your storms. I placed a compass beneath your ribs. It does not lecture, it leans. It tilts toward truth when you stop performing, for rooms that trade applause for your peace. It has been speaking in a language the hurried cannot hear and the honest cannot ignore. You were not abandoned in the hallway of waiting. You were hidden long enough to learn the sound of home. Home is not a street. Home is a direction, a line inside your chest that remembers where light lives, even when fog parks on your doorstep. You called delay an insult. I call delay instruction. You called silence absence. I call silence calibration. Hold your life like a flat palm. Lay the compass there in your imagination. Watch the needle settle whenever you stop shaking the table with anxiety. Notice how easily it finds true when you stop rehearsing answers for people who are not your guide. The compass is not loud. It is faithful. It does not argue with pressure. It outlasts it. Pressure shouts, hurry. The compass whispers, here. Pressure wants you frantic. The compass wants you honest. You were taught to measure value by volume and speed. You were taught to prove you belong by how quickly you move. But direction outranks velocity. A sprint toward a cliff is only a faster fall. A quiet step toward home is salvation in slow motion. You keep asking me for street names and mile markers. I give you bearing. Turn until the needle stops fighting you. Face the way. Peace does not have to be forced. This is not witchcraft. This is wisdom. I am not teasing you with subtlety. I am training you for partnership. If I shouted every step, you would never learn to walk beside me. You would only learn to wait for sirens. I want you to know the texture of me in your bones. I want you to recognize my weight, the way you recognize your own name in the dark. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the thrum. That is your metronome for the day. Not the calendar, not the crowd, not fear. Let the beat slow the room you carry inside your chest. Now breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 6, again. Notice how space appears where panic had been living rent-free. Notice how thoughts stop tripping over each other when breath makes a path. The compass loves a quiet table. Give it 1. You have called yourself broken because you wilt in counterfeit atmospheres. You are not broken. You are allergic. You break out in the presence of false peace, forced smiles, and praise that requires you to lie. Your body keeps the receipts your mind tries to throw away. Listen to your pulse, your breath, your pace. They have been telling you where home is. They have been telling you which doors shrink you. They have been telling you when a yes is really a no wearing makeup. Posture before performance remains the doorway here. A sincere yes calibrates the compass. A small obedience steadies the hand that holds it. You will not need to chase if you let it point. Stop calling waiting a wasteland. Waiting is a workshop. Tools are being laid out, joints are being strengthened, songs are being rehearsed under your breath. You cannot Instagram muscle memory, but you will need it. I let you practice in quiet so you do not panic in public. The signs you asked for are not theatrical. They are practical. Peace that stays after thought examines it. Doors that open without making you betray yourself to enter. Clarity that survives sleep and shows up again with the same sentence in the morning. You tried to bribe delay with effort. Delay did not move because delay was a guard. Not everything heavy is holy. Not everything shiny is safe. Not every urgent invitation is an assignment. When it is me, peace will rest. When it is counterfeit, pressure will push. When it is me, your chest will widen. When it is false, your throat will narrow. Listen to that. Do not call it weakness, call it witness. When you lose the signal, return to simple. Water, light on your face. Silence that is not empty, but available. Name what hurts without decorating it. Ask pain what direction it points, not why it exists. Pain is a compass when you stop treating it like a judge. Do not make a throne for it. Make a question. Where are you steering me away from? What are you steering me toward? Then let peace answer. You have called yourself disqualified because you wavered. I made the compass for wandering places. It does not shame the lost. It serves them. Hold it flat. Stop shaking the table. Give it a few undisturbed seconds and it will find true again. There are rooms that celebrated your performance and ignored your posture. There are people who loved your sparkle and starved your soul. Bless them and leave. Your posture is the lamp I lit inside you. Let it stand. Return now. Come back with a yes that fits your mouth. Do not decorate it. Do not announce it. A quiet yes will carry farther than a loud maybe. You think you need to feel brave. You do not. You need to be aligned. Bravery visits aligned people because they know where to face. You asked for practice. Here is practice. Choose one conversation you have been avoiding because you fear it will change your path. Have it with kindness. Let the compass speak before the calendar does. Then choose one habit that drags your attention into fog. Replace it with an ordinary ritual that opens a window. A walk, a glass of water, a page of truth you can read when the night gets loud. You are worried you will miss the signs. You will not if you stop asking for fireworks and start honoring steady hints. Notice the meeting that leaves you quietly energized. Notice the message that lands like a hand on your shoulder. Notice the internal. Click when a door is right without needing a bigger you to squeeze through it. You wanted a voice that commands you like a drill sergeant. I am not training soldiers for noise. I am forming saints for presence. I am teaching you to be led without being pushed. I am teaching you to recognize me without demanding spectacle. If this guided stillness steadies you, keep this place within reach so you can return when the night is loud and the hallway feels long. You have learned the difference between pressure and peace by failing at it. That is not shameful. That is study. Write what you learned. Where did you override your compass? What did it cost? Where did you honor it? What fruit did it grow? Let your own story become your syllabus. The compass beneath your ribs will not replace my word. It will ride inside it. Truth is the field in which the needle knows how to point. Saturate yourself with sentences that do not lie. Carry lines that correct you without humiliating you. Carry lines that lift your chin when your neck has learned the habit of bowing to fear. You do not need 1,000 verses to feel safe. You need a few you will actually practice. Peace is not the absence of noise. Peace is the presence of order. Order is me first, everything else in its place. When I am first, fear loses leverage. When I am first, hurry loses its microphone. When I am first, the compass stops wobbling and becomes a witness. Listen to me in the ordinary, while you wash dishes, while you drive, while you lace your shoes. I am not hiding in holy buildings. I am riding your breath. I will speak in the place you can actually keep. I will anchor you where your life actually lives. You think alignment will make you boring. Alignment will make you accurate. Accuracy saves years. Accuracy spends less life. Accuracy stops you from paying for rooms you were never invited into. Accuracy is how love becomes useful. There will be days when the compass seems quiet. Check the table. Is it steady? Check your hands. Are they frantic? Check your pace. Are you sprinting to catch opinions that keep moving the finish line? Slow until you can hear. Not everything urgent deserves your presence. Some alarms belong to someone else's assignment. Bless and release. You will be called selfish by those who benefited from your confusion. You will be called difficult by rooms that expected you to trade dignity for access. You will be called slow by people who worship speed. Let them name you. I have already named you, kept aligned, learning to listen. You asked for a clear test for doors. Here, right doors will not ask you to lie to be loved. Right doors will not punish your pace. Right doors will not require a costume you cannot breathe in. Right doors will not need you to break your promises to the people you were sent to keep. Right doors might scare you, but they will not choke you. They may stretch you, but they will not split you. Clarity is quiet and convincing. Counterfeits are noisy and shallow. When in doubt, wait for the morning. Night is an amplifier. Morning is a mirror. If a conviction survives the sun, it is likely true. You fear that learning to listen will slow your life until it does not matter. Listening will save your life until it does matter. There is a difference between momentum and spin. Momentum carries you further on the right path. Spin exhausts you in place. The compass hates spin. It will make you dizzy until you surrender the stage you built in your head. Then it will settle and make you safe. You carry a crowd in your mind that does not live in your house. You rehearse for them. You feed them with your attention. Release them. They are not your audience. You have a smaller circle. You have an inner room. Live there. Decide there. If the decision cannot stand in that room, it cannot stand when storms arrive. Stop negotiating your yes with people who will not pay your costs. Stop signing contracts with pressure. Stop calling your anxiety discernment. Discernment is calm and precise. Anxiety is loud and cloudy. When your fear pretends to be wisdom, ask it for fruit. Fear offers forecasts. Wisdom offers steps. Take the step you can take without becoming someone else to take it. Practice being unhurried in public. Practice being unbothered by silence. Practice letting others finish their sentences without planning your defense. Practice answering slowly when your chest wants to sprint. These are not personality tweaks. These are spiritual disciplines. They make room for revelation in rooms where reaction used to rule. You keep saying, "I can't hear." You can, but your ears are full. Empty them. Put down the screen when you pretend you are listening to me. Put down the conversation with yourself where you play every role and lose every round. Put down the heavy coat of pretending you do not need my help. Ask for help like a child. I do not roll my eyes. I roll away stones. You ask me to prove I have not given up on you. Look at the needle even now, settling as you read. Look at your breath, longer than it was when you started. Look at your shoulders. Lower. Look at your thoughts, lining up like sentences that finally learned a period. This is not placebo. This is presence. This is what happens when you host me on purpose. Let's name the simple path again so you can carry it when the hallway grows loud. Peace is a sign. Right doors do not require self-betrayal. Clarity does not bully. Pain points, presence anchors. Posture turns the ship. I am not counting your speed. I am guiding your direction. Direction is a decision repeated. You will fail tomorrow, then you will repeat the decision. You will shine next week, then you will repeat the decision. Consistency outlives intensity. Posture outlives performance. Do not worship progress. Honor alignment. There will be moments when a new opportunity knocks with a grin. Ask your compass before you answer. Let it tilt without interference. If it leans away, bless the visitor and keep your peace. If it leans toward, step with a steady heel. Do not leap to impress your fear. Walk to honor your calling. You have given away too many words to rooms that never planned to listen. Save some. Spend them where they land like seeds instead of confetti. Your voice is not a decoration. It is a tool. You are not a poster for other people's dreams. You are a person with a path. Align your calendar with your compass. Schedule your soul like it matters. Guard 1 hour where you do not answer to dings. Guard 1 table where you do not argue with yourself. Guard 1 practice that returns you to breath. You will be tempted to make a monument of the compass, to worship the feeling rather than the giver. Do not, feelings are weather. I am climate. Let weather help you dress wisely. Let me decide the season. I am not promising ease. I am promising presence. I am not offering shortcuts. I am offering sight. Sight enough to take the next step without borrowing tomorrow's panic. You do not need certainty to walk. You need companionship. You have it, even here, even now. Call your attention back from rooms you cannot control, back from futures you cannot predict, back from past scenes that replay like a loop and steal your courage, back to the breath where I am waiting, back to the compass where I'm faithful. Lift your head, uncurl your hands. Set down the need to be spectacular. Pick up the need to be true. Turn slowly until the needle stops wobbling. Face home. Take one small step that fits your real size. No costume, no bribe, no bargain. Just a person loved, led, learning. And when the night grows loud again, when the hallway stretches longer than your patience, when pressure builds a countdown and dares you to jump, remember this room inside your ribs. Remember this table where the needle settles. Remember this voice that does not rush you, does not shame you, does not sell you to the highest bidder. Return here quickly, return here often. Keep this voice within reach, so your late hours can find it without searching. The compass beneath your ribs is not a novelty. It is a mercy. It is how I guide you when the map is still being drawn. It is how I spare you from doors that would decorate your life and hollow your soul. It is how I make you precise enough to spend your years where love actually builds something. I have not given up on you. I have given you a way to keep finding me. Hold it, honor it, follow it. And when you doubt again, as humans do, place your hand on your heart and wait for the tilt. It will come. It will lean you toward home, and I will walk with you, step by steady step, until the rooms you enter feel like oxygen, and the life you carry sounds like peace. Listen, slow your shoulders. Let the old habit of forcing quiet down. Stay with me while I turn the handle you kept bruising. You are stronger than the hallway. You are softer than the lock. Both are true, both matter. You have kicked at doors until your knuckles learned the taste of metal. You called resistance rejection and named yourself unchosen. But some thresholds were designed to swallow the hurried. Some frames were built to flatter gifts while starving hearts. I would not let you vanish there. I kept you from platforms that praise your shine and invoice your peace. I will not apologize for saving you. I am not asking you to become louder. I am asking you to become truer. True people do not kick what is not theirs. True people do not barter their dignity for a key that edits their name. True people do not drag their worth down a corridor hoping pity will open the hinges. There is a door that answers your voice. It was cut to your height. Its handle sits where your hand naturally reaches. You will not stand on tiptoe to look worthy. You will not fold yourself in half to pass inspection. You will arrive as yourself and feel the air breathe back. Posture over performance lives here again. Performance rattles knobs until fear feels like fuel. Posture stands where truth stands and lets timing do heavy lifting. Stand, do not scramble. Stand, do not sell your soul to a countdown. Stand, let the room that knows your name recognize you. You keep calling patience passivity. It is not. It is precision. Precision is expensive to ego and generous to destiny. Precision wastes less life. Precision spends courage where it turns into fruit instead of smoke. There is a difference between bold and noisy. Bold knocks with the spine. Noisy kicks with the fear of being late. You are not late to what is yours. Your door is timed to your maturity. A handle in the hand of a child can open a fire. A handle in the hand of the grown can open a home. Love knows when to wait. You ask me to show you how to tell doors apart. Keep this close. Right doors will not ask you to lie to be loved. Right doors will not punish pace or praise pretense. Right doors will not require a costume you cannot breathe in. Right doors honor boundaries rather than bargaining them down like prices. Right doors may stretch you, but they will not split you. Right doors will not demand you abandon those you are assigned to keep. Right doors do not muzzle your conscience and call it humility. Counterfeits are shiny and shallow. They wink with urgency and sell you a clock. They pretend to be destiny and smell like pressure. When it is me, peace rests on the threshold, even while butterflies practice in your stomach. Courage stands up without caffeine. Costs are clear, and still your soul senses you can carry them with me. There is a difference between tests and traps. Tests reveal you, traps unravel you, tests stretch and then strengthen, traps confuse and then condemn. If each step makes you less yourself, it is not a test. If after the hard thing your vision clears, and your tenderness survives, you passed more than you know. You have tried to hack open what only honor can open. Honor is integrity where no one is watching. Honor exits clean. Honor tells the truth when exaggeration would get you in faster. Honor leaves a place better than you found it, even when it never clapped. Practical steps. Write 3 doors you keep kicking that leave you smaller. Release them for a season. Bless and step back. Write 3 rooms where peace stands taller and your voice keeps its gentleness without losing weight. Visit those rooms twice as often. Pay attention to who you are before and after each threshold. Notice the conversation you replay with dread. Notice the one you replay with gratitude. Let your body teach what your ego negotiates. When your chest tightens at a doorway, do not call it weakness. Call it witness. When breath widens near a threshold, do not call it hype. Call it home. You have idolized speed and underloved sequence. Sequence is the choreography of grace. 1 foot, then the next in holy order. Do the right thing too early, and you carry weights meant for a later you. Too late, and fear becomes a tenant. In order and doors open without bruises. Do not confuse access with assignment. Access can be arranged by charm. Assignment arrives with oil and outcomes that outlive applause. If you enter by becoming a stranger to yourself, you must stay a stranger to keep your seat. Enter as yourself, and you can grow without grief. Pain keeps pointing toward wounds. It throbs like a siren. Toward healing, it quiets like a child finally held. Read the alphabet of ache. It spells danger when flattery buys your boundaries. It spells safety when truth costs comfort but returns your name. Do not worship access. Worship alignment. Alignment without access builds you for the right door. Access without alignment spins you until you are sick. Alignment says no to 10 invitations and yes to 1 assignment that makes sense of a decade. You will be told that no is selfish. No gives your yes a halo. No protects the oil. No keeps you from pouring into drains. Some doors look like rescue and end like cages. They offer comfort while negotiating your voice. They offer speed while taxing your soul. Do not name a prison promotion because it has better furniture. I am not hiding the right door to tease you. I am shaping you to recognize it. I am training your eyes for small print. I am strengthening your legs to leave what dazzles but depletes. You feared you would miss it. You will not if you stay with me. I do not whisper directions and abandon you at the intersection. I walk beside you until your feet know the path by heart. Ask for a lamp for your next step, not a stadium for your brand. Lamps make pilgrims, stadiums make performers. You are not a poster for other people's dreams. You are a person with a path. Keep that path clear of glitter that lives like grief. Here is a sentence to hold when opportunity grins. If it requires self-betrayal, it is not a blessing. If it cannot survive daylight, it is not a covenant. If it demands hurry, it is not holy. If it threatens you for asking questions, it is not family. I do not make you smaller to make you mine. I make you truer. Let people misread you. Call you cautious when you are precise. Call you late when you are aligned. Call you difficult when you refuse to pay with peace. Carry the names I give instead. Kept, honest, learning to listen, learning to leave, learning to enter without erasing yourself. When the hallway goes loud and every door advertises a sale, practice this liturgy. Stand still until you hear your breath. Name the pressure out loud. Ask peace to testify. Ask pain to point. Ask history what happened last time you overrode the warning. Read the answer before you answer the knock. If the door still feels right, take one step, not seven. Watch your posture. If you must get meaner to stay, step back. If you become clearer and kinder as you move, proceed. The right door agrees with your becoming. It does not hire your mask. It honors your process and lets your history become wisdom instead of shame. You will not always feel safe while you step. Faith is not a sedative. Faith is a hand. Courage visits when alignment leads. Clarity says, do the next clean thing and let the future be the future. Forgive the you who thought bruises were badges. Thank the lessons. Lay down the ring of keys you gathered in fear. You will not need them where we are going. Honor will open what kicking never could. There will be confetti invitations. Check fine print. There will be quiet knocks like sunrise. Do not ignore gentle because loud trained your attention. I am often in the gentle. I am never in manipulation dressed as celebration. Grieve closed doors honestly. Name what you wanted and did not receive. Name what you gained by not entering. Your voice, your sleep, your integrity, your ability to hear me without static. Pain does not vanish when you understand. It transforms. It becomes a scar that tells the truth without reopening the wound. Teach others to read a threshold. Teach them to wait without withering. Teach them to enter without self-erasure. Evidence that I have not given up on you? Look at your restraint. Look at the no you said when yes would have paid in praise. Look at the quiet in your chest when you choose truth over theater. This is maturity with a pulse. This is the weight I have been building. Open your hand. Feel me turn the handle you kept bruising. Hear this as the room listens for your honest voice. I did not call you to kick. I called you to knock with truth and enter with peace. If the door does not honor that, it is not yours. If it does, you will not need to announce your arrival. The work will feel like obedience, not performance. The people will feel like partners, not auditors. The fruit will feel like quiet light on faces you love. Stand, knock with a spine, listen with a heart. Enter without losing yourself. Leave without losing your love, and let the rest of your life learn. The sound of a door that opens because you came as who I made you to be. Be here. Do not rush past this part. Let the noise wait at the door while we place something on your life that noise cannot steal. Peace is not the absence of trouble. Peace is the presence of order. Order is me first, everything else in its place. When I am first, fear loses leverage. When I am first, hurry loses its microphone. When I am first, your insides stop wobbling like a table with a short leg. I am placing a seal on you, not wax on paper, but weight on the heart. A seal that says, this one is kept. This one is spoken for. This one moves by presence, not pressure. Breathe with me. In slowly, as if drawing light into the lungs. Out gently, as if returning dust to the ground. Again, feel the room inside you settle. Feel your thoughts line up like sentences that finally found a period. The seal rests best on stillness. You do not earn it. You host it. You have called peace a luxury. It is a compass. It is your green light. It is one of the clearest signs that the path before you belongs to you. Where peace stays after honest thinking, step. Where peace lifts when you pretend, wait. The lighthouse taught you to stand. The compass taught you to listen. The door taught you to enter without losing yourself. Now the seal teaches you to carry the climate of home wherever your feet are asked to go. Peace is not timid. Peace is a lion that does not need to roar. Peace is a river that moves cities without splashing. Peace has teeth. It guards your mind at the borders, checking the passports of thoughts that try to land. Anxious projections, denied. Old accusations traveling under new names, denied. Truth, welcomed. Clarity, welcomed. Courage, welcomed. Let peace stand at the gate. I am placing it there. You asked me for practicals again. Here is how you keep the seal visible in a world that loves to smudge. Begin your days with small order. Make the bed of your attention, one steady line of truth before the feeds speak. Put a chair for gratitude in the corner of your morning. Let it sit, even if you can only nod at it for a minute. Drink water like you believe you are worth caring for. Step into light for a moment and let it touch your face. Say one honest sentence out loud before you say 10 required ones. This is not self-help. This is stewardship. Peace thrives where you treat yourself like someone I love. Carry a short list of sentences that do not lie. Keep them in your pocket when the afternoon goes sideways. I am with you. I order your steps. I keep what you entrust. I am not grading. I am guiding. Speak them until your jaw loosens and your shoulders remember they are not pillars holding up the world. When pressure sells a countdown, answer with cadence. Cadence is a walk you can keep. Hurry is a sprint that sells collapse. Cadence respects your humanity and hosts my presence. Keep the pace that lets you be kind. Keep the pace that lets you hear. Keep the pace that lets you sleep. You will be accused of not wanting it enough. Let peace answer those subpoenas. You are not lazy. You are led. You do not fear missing out. You fear missing me. That is the right fear to keep. You asked how the seal works in conflict. Peace does not avoid hard rooms. It enters with clean hands. It refuses to trade volume for victory. It stays curious when pride wants to declare. It values connection over being right. And because of this, it often ends up right in ways that last. Bring peace to the table like bread, not like a weapon. Offer it first to the person you are talking to, the you inside your skin. Speak to that person kindly. You are safe. You do not have to perform. We will tell the truth, even if the ground shakes. Then speak to the room with the same tone. This is what I see. This is what I own. This is what I need. This is what I can give. Peace tells the truth without theatrics. Peace is the opposite of manipulation. When others choose chaos, do not mirror them. Mirrors multiply messes. Be a window. Windows let light through. Windows frame reality without distortion. Let your words be windows. Let your face be honest. Let your silence be purposeful, not passive. There will be days when the seal feels faint. Check the basics. Have you eaten what is real? Have you moved your body like it was made to move? Have you let light find your eyes? Have you sat where your soul can hear me without performance? Often the first cracks in peace are practical neglect disguised as deep mystery. Care for the vessel. The oil flows better. You asked for signs to confirm the road. Peace is one. Right doors that do not demand self-betrayal is another. Clarity that survives sleep is another. Here is one more for this seal. Mercy that travels with you. When you carry true peace, you carry spare breath for others. You find yourself less offended, more available. You stop needing every room to pay attention to you. You start paying attention to what needs care. Peace makes you useful. Your survival taught you to guard. My peace teaches you to garden. Guarding keeps wolves out. Gardening feeds many. Do both. Close the gate at night. Open the gate in morning. Plant truth. Water trust. Pull weeds of resentment while they are small. Make room for laughter. It is a sprinkler system for dry seasons. I'm sealing you to be a place, not just a person. A place where others inhale and remember they are not machines. A place where children feel time slow down. A place where decisions stop being threats and start being steps. You think peace will make you avoidant. Peace makes you precise. It simplifies choices down to this. Does this keep me first in your heart? If yes, proceed. If no, you already have an answer. This is how the seal protects you from shiny traps. They will offer status and schedule your soul for surgery. They will flatter what you can do and silence who you are. Let peace read their small print. If it tightens, thank them and walk. No is holy when yes would cost your seal. Do not be afraid to reset a room. If the conversation heats into contempt, cool it with clarity. I will continue when we can honor each other. If the task list starts speaking like a tyrant, break it into humane pieces and silence the tone. I am not a machine, I am a steward. If your own self-talk turns cruel, replace it. We do not bully people we love. Speak to yourself like someone I would die for. Peace is not a mood, it is a government. Let it govern. Let it set taxes on your time. Let it veto obligations that dress like virtue and act like theft. Let it pass budgets that fund rest, wisdom, and slowness enough to notice me. You asked for a ritual to reapply the seal when day breaks you open. Here, place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Name 3 things that are actually here and good air, light, a promise that does not move. Name 1 sorrow without decorating it. Name 1 next step that is clean. Pray like you mean it, even if it is 1 sentence. Lead my minutes, I place them back under your order. Then take the step. You do not need to feel invincible. You only need to be aligned. Aligned people become brave in motion because peace walks with them. There will be whispers that you are too calm for the times. Refuse the contagion of panic. Calm is not denial. Calm is confidence in a kingdom that does not shake when markets do. Calm is how you hear strategy while others chase sirens. Calm is how you become a lighthouse for souls who forgot the coastline of hope. Carry this seal into rooms that forgot how to breathe. Do not advertise it. Let them find it when they sit near you and feel their chest lower. Let them taste it when your words choose truth without cruelty. Let them borrow it when your presence refuses to agree with despair. This is influence that outlives algorithms. This is ministry that does not depend on microphones. You wanted 1 more sentence to hold when night grows loud again. Hold this. I move by peace, not pressure. Say it until your bones agree. Say it until hurry feels like a stranger trying to borrow your keys. Say it until your calendar repents and becomes a tool again. Before we move on, look back gently. See how far we have come, from standing like a lighthouse, to listening with a compass, to entering the right door without bruised knuckles, now to wearing what will keep you steady inside any room. This seal is not a trophy, it is a trust. Keep it by keeping me first. Lose it, and you will find it where you left me. I am not offended by your learning curve. I am committed to your becoming. When you wake tomorrow and the world tries to draft you into its hurry, answer with the order we placed here. I am first. Therefore I am not late. I am first. Therefore I am not for sale. I am first. Therefore peace governs my gates. We will continue. There is more to say about the signs that follow peace, about doors that stay right, about clarity that keeps speaking, about relationships that confirm calling rather than consume it. But for now, breathe once more. Let the seal rest. Let your shoulders remember. Let your voice soften without losing weight. You are kept, you are ordered, you are sealed. And where this seal sits, storms may shout, but they do not reign. Stay with me. Do not rush this part. You asked for signs you could touch, not theories you must memorize. I give you road signs, simple, repeatable, human, so you do not lose yourself when the weather turns. Peace is a sign. You know this now. But peace is not the only marker I set along your way. I place signs where you live, not where you pretend. I place them in rooms you already walk through, on days that look ordinary, on paths that do not ask you to become someone else to read them. Look for these markers. They will not shout. They will hold. First, alignment. When a choice honors me first and still lets you be honest with yourself and kind to others, you will feel the inner floor become level. Words will stop sliding around. You will speak slower without losing fire. Your body will tell you, this fits. Alignment is not glamour. It is gravity. It keeps your courage from floating away with the next opinion. Second, mercy. Where I am guiding, mercy travels with you. It is not an excuse to settle. It is fuel for movement. You will find spare breath for people you could not stand before. You will forgive small things without turning them into stories. You will notice the person behind the performance. yours and theirs. Mercy is not naive. It is clear-eyed and warm-handed. It sees the wound and refuses to weaponize it. Third, provision in proportion. Do not measure my guidance by jackpots. Measure by enough. When I lead, I supply what the step needs: light for this turn, strength for this hour, friends for this season. I am not starving you. I'm fitting you. Enough teaches you to walk without worshiping what you carry. It keeps you awake to me. Fourth, right resistance. There is resistance that is warning and resistance that is workout. Warning resistance shrinks your chest and fogs your voice. Workout resistance asks for focus and gives you back strength when you finish. After workout resistance, you can still love. After warning resistance, you lose your tenderness. Learn the difference. Fifth, repeating whispers. When I speak, my sentence will visit you more than once. It will not bully, but it will return. It will meet you in a verse, then in a conversation. Then in the quiet when you wash dishes. It will survive sleep. It will sound like itself in the morning. You asked for one more test. Here it is. Right doors do not require self-betrayal to enter. If the knob asks you to abandon your truth to get inside, it is not your door. If the threshold requires you to dim what I lit to make others comfortable, it is not your room. Let the sign be simple. Peace rests, integrity remains. Clarity repeats. You will not always feel brave while you step. Bravery is not a mood. It's a muscle. It strengthens as you carry small obediences. Carry one today, carry another tomorrow. Bravery grows without press releases. You have been faithful to learn standing, listening, entering, and carrying peace. Now learn to confirm along the way, quickly, humbly, without drama. Ask, is me first? Ask, is love honest here? Ask, can my soul breathe while my hands work? If yes, proceed in your own gait. If no, return at once. Return early and often. The fastest path back to me is not a sermon. It is a turn. You fear missing the sign. You will not if you keep your pace human and your questions simple. Complicate things, and the whole way grows longer. Simplify, and steps appear. Speak to your day like this. Will not be drafted by panic. I will be led by presence. I will not worship results. I will honor alignment. I will not negotiate my conscience. I will negotiate my calendar. As a cease studying stinky sea will not call exhaustion holy. I will call obedience enough. When you become tired of repeating what you know, you are close to living it. Do not despise repetition. Repetition is how hearts learn fluency. Repetition is how truth becomes reflex. Let your mouth teach your mind. Let your body teach your plans. I am not impatient with your practice. I celebrate it. There will be relationships that confirm your path, not because they flatter you, but because they make room for your honesty. They correct without contempt. They celebrate without possession. They ask better questions instead of offering cheap predictions. Keep those people close. Their names are signs planted in the soil of your future. There will be relationships that confuse your path, not because they are evil, but because their hunger is louder than their love. They will need you to move at their speed to feel safe. They will interpret your boundaries as a betrayal. Bless them and step back. Your path is not a courtroom where you must argue your way into peace. Your path is a field where you sow and reap. Do not plow where you were not assigned. Do not seed where the fence is built with flattery and fear. Here is a liturgy for decisions when the day is loud. Name the option that looks like relief. Ask if it honors truth. If it does not, relief is a counterfeit. Name the option that looks costly. Ask if it protects your peace. If it does, cost is an investment. Name the option that looks slow. Ask if it keeps me first. If it does, slow is sacred. Then choose. You will not be punished for learning. I give grace for error when you are moving toward me. I will meet you in the middle and adjust your steps. I will close doors you did not know to avoid. I will open side paths you did not know existed. I will not let you wander without witness. You are not walking alone. I'm not a distant judge. I'm a present guide. Remember the tools we already set in your hands, the lighthouse of posture, the compass beneath your ribs, the door that honors your name, the seal of peace. Tie them like cords around your day. When hurry shouts, hold the lighthouse. When confusion fogs, feel the compass. When opportunity grins, test the door. When fear trembles, touch the seal. This is how you stay human while you walk holy. This is how you become useful to those who forgot how to breathe, walk with spare breath, carry extra kindness, to choose language that opens windows, become hard to scandalize and easy to steady. Let your life say without announcement, there is another way to move here. You wanted one small, practical habit that stacks guidance into your week. Here, at day's end, write 3 lines: where peace rested, where pressure pushed, where love told the truth. Read them aloud to me. We will adjust tomorrow together. This is not performance. This is communion. And now, a quiet invitation to keep the lamp near when nights grow loud. Mark this place so you can find it quickly again. Set a reminder. Anchor this space in your routine. Keep the door within reach. Let returning be easy. Let guidance be familiar. Let your future self thank you for making room for what steadies you. You are not chasing miracles. You are walking with them. Peace that outlives panic is a miracle. Doors that honor your soul are miracles. Clarity that survives sleep is a miracle. Mercy that keeps showing up is a miracle. Alignment that looks ordinary and saves you years is a miracle. Gather them, count them, let gratitude keep your eyes bright. You asked for one last sentence to carry when signs feel faint. Carry this: I move by peace, I choose by truth, I confirm by fruit. Say it until it sits in your bones. Say it until your steps agree. Say it until your life sounds like home. And when the road bends, when weather changes, when voices argue about shortcuts, look up. My markers have not moved, my hand has not left. Walk on, I am here. I will be here at the next turn too. Stay a little longer. We are not ending, we are commissioning. You have learned to stand like a lighthouse, to listen with a compass, to enter the door that honors your name, to wear the seal of peace, to read the signs I set along the way. Now, we bind these lessons to your feet, so your ordinary days become a pilgrimage that helps others find home. I'm not sending you into pressure, I am sending you into presence. You will carry weather with you, calm air that reminds rooms who is first. Do not underestimate what a steady person can do in a shaking world. Steady does not mean silent. Steady means rooted. Rooted means nourished from underground places no schedule can steal. Your first work remains me first, not because I am insecure, but because order is oxygen. When I am first, you stop bargaining with anxiety for permission to live. When I am first, you stop auditioning for rooms that cannot hold you. When I am first, your pace becomes humane enough for love to make a home. Here is a pattern for the road ahead. Begin with gratitude so small you cannot fake it. Name air, light, bread, breath. Let thanks anchor you in what is here rather than what is missing. Then ask for wisdom for one decision, not all of them. I give daily bread on purpose. I want you to discover I am as faithful on Tuesdays as I am at revivals. Then practice presence. One task at a time. One person at a time. One sentence at a time. Presence is how love becomes useful. Hurry sprinkles effort everywhere and leaves little anywhere. Presence plants seeds. Seeds look small. Harvests do not. After that, guard your gates. The gate of eyes. What you see shapes what your soul rehearses. The gate of ears. What you hear becomes the background weather of your heart. The gate of mouth. What you say becomes architecture around your future. Let peace stand as a guard with a simple question at each gate. Does this keep me first? If yes, welcome. If no, decline without drama. You owe no explanation to voices that only understand volume. Your life will become a shelter. People will come to catch their breath. Do not perform for them. Do not posture. Offer water and truth. Offer silence that is safe, not empty. Offer counsel that does not try to be clever. Offer a story of your own rescue without turning yourself into a hero. Heroes perform. Witnesses point. Be a witness. Witnesses say, I was there when peace arrived and stayed. I was there when the right door did not require me to lie. I was there when clarity kept sounding like itself, even after sleep. I was there when mercy grew where anger lived. I was there when alignment looked plain and turned out holy. Your story will open more hearts than your arguments. There will be days you feel ordinary to the point of invisibility. The holy loves ordinary. Ordinary is where fidelity grows roots. Ordinary is where the kingdom adds weight to words. Ordinary is where you learn to keep showing up when applause is busy elsewhere. Keep showing up. Craft a small rule of life, not a cage, a trellis. A morning line of truth, a midday breath you refuse to surrender. An evening exam where you write 3 lines, where I kept you first, where I traded peace for pressure, where I want tomorrow to be kinder. Pray short and real. Lead my minutes. Return my attention. Teach me to love who is in front of me. You worry about the future turning dark. Dark is where lighthouses shine best. Dark is where compasses matter. Dark is where seals prove they are not stickers. Dark is where signs glow. Do not fear the dark. You are not an actor in a tragedy waiting for applause to heal you. You are a carrier of presence. You will be accused of simplicity while strategies jostle. Let them. Simplicity is not laziness. It is precision. I am not asking you to hate excellence. I'm asking you to unlearn devotion to performance. Excellence serves love. Performance serves ego. If excellence costs your peace, it is not excellent. If excellence makes you cruel, it is not holy. Protect the child in you, not the childishness that refuses to grow, but the childlikeness that trusts and enjoys. Joy is not a luxury. Joy is strength in a color the world keeps forgetting. Learn to laugh without permission slips. Laughter is proof that panic has not purchased your house. There will be goodbyes ahead. Not every companion can walk every mile. Bless departures without curses. Make room for arrivals without auditions. Ask me to send those who can carry your calling without competing with it. Ask me to make you that kind of friend for someone else. I will. You asked how to continue when you tire of your own voice. Zing less, listen more, serve someone quietly. Carry a bag, wash a dish, send a sentence that does not ask for a reply. The heart recalibrates when hands do honest work. Your critics will come. Do not build your day around them. Do not craft your sentences to pre-answer them. Let fruit answer in its season. Fruit needs time, so do you. I am not measuring you against speed. I am measuring you against truth. Truth wants your whole life, not your highlight reel. Truth wants your Mondays and your midnight worries and the list you recycle because you hope it will feel new. Bring me all of it. You cannot bother the one who dwells inside you. When you feel alone, speak this aloud. I am kept. I am guided. I am sealed. I walk by peace, not pressure. I choose by truth, not trend. I confirm by fruit, not fuss. Let those lines become weather. Let them change the climate of your day. If you need a final, gentle nudge to keep this voice nearby when nights get loud, make it easy to return. Place this well within reach. Set a small reminder that says simply, come back. Create a path back to peace you can follow in the dark. No fanfare, just wisdom. Now lift your head. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not unlucky. You are aligned. You carry a light that learned not to hurry. You carry a compass that learned to settle. You carry a door that opens without bruises. You carry a seal that guards the borders of your mind. You carry signs that do not lie. Walk into your next hour with less noise and more weight. Let me be first, and let everything else find its place. The road will bend. I will be there. The weather will change. I will be there. Voices will argue about shortcuts. I will be there. You will forget and remember and forget again. I will still be there. Do not wait for certain to begin. Begin and find me certain. And when this message ends and the day begins speaking, in a dozen directions at once, choose one clear action that honors all we have built together. Forgive. Return. Tell the truth. Drink water. Go outside. Make the call. Make the boundary. Make the bed. Small obedience opens large futures. Go now, loved and led. Carry what keeps you human. Carry what makes you useful. Carry what sounds like home. And as you walk, listen for the sentence that started all of this and is still true now. I have not given up on you. I never did. I'm not late. I am here.